dear students. Today we are going to start with the new topic of grammar, the adjectives and the types of adjectives. As you all have already learned what are adjectives, let's quickly revise the definition of adjectives. Adjectives are describing words that tell us more about the noun or pronoun. Adjectives are usually placed before the nouns they describe. Example, he is an old man. In this sentence, the adjective old is placed before the noun man. Sometimes the adjectives can be placed after the noun. Like, the man is old. In this sentence, the adjective old is placed after the noun man. There are different kinds of adjectives. Adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, possessive adjectives. Adjective of quality. Adjective of quality is an adjective that tells us about the kind or nature of a person, thing or animal. Example, small, big, large. It answers the question, what kind of? Let's see these examples. Madhu is a good dancer. Tagore was a great poet. In the first sentence, good is an adjective and it tells us what kind of a dancer Madhu is. In the second sentence, great is an adjective and it tells us what kind of poet Tagore was. Adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity is an adjective that tells us about the quantity of a thing. Example, some, enough, much, little. It is used for uncountable nouns. It answers the question, how much? Look at these examples. The teacher gave me some homework for Sunday. In this sentence, the adjective some tells us about the quantity of homework. I have enough time to complete the work. Here, the adjective enough tells us about the quantity of time. Adjective of number. An adjective of number is an adjective that tells us about the number of persons, things or animals. Example, one, two, many, few. It is used for countable nouns. It answers the question, how many? Let's look at these examples. All the students were present at the event. In this sentence, all is the adjective and it tells us about the number of students. They will return after 2 weeks. In the second sentence, 2 is an adjective and it tells us about the number of weeks. Adjectives like second, fourth, fifth are also adjective of number. They are called ordinal adjectives and show the order in which a person or thing stands. Some adjectives may be both adjective of quantity and adjective of number depending upon their use. Let's take some example. I have enough work for the day. I have read enough stories over the weekend. In sentence 1, enough tells us how much work. So it is an adjective of quantity. In sentence 2, enough tells us how many stories. So it is an adjective of number. Demonstrative adjectives. A demonstrative adjective is an adjective which is used to point out naming words. Example, this, that, these, those. It answers the question, which one? This and these are used to point out person or thing which are near. That and those are used to point out person or things that are far away. That and this are used with singular nouns. Those and these are used with plural nouns. Let's take some example of demonstrative adjectives. This bike is Rahul's. In this sentence, the adjective this tells us which bike. I can see That mango tree. In the second sentence, that is an adjective and it tells us which mango tree. Interrogative adjectives. An interrogative adjective is an adjective which asks a question. Example, what, whose, and which. See these examples. What animal is that? Whose book are you reading? Which dress do you want? The word what, whose, and which are adjectives since they describe animal, book, and dress respectively. As they ask questions, these adjectives are called interrogative adjectives. Possessive adjectives. A possessive adjective is an adjective that shows possession or belonging. Example, his, her, our, and your. It answers the question whose. See these examples. My book is lying on the table. They sold their house. In these sentences, my and their are adjectives. My tells us that the bag belongs to me or is possessed by me. Their house means the house possessed by them or belonging to them. These adjectives show possession or belonging and are called possessive adjectives.